Everyone, and welcome to your science lesson. We're going to continue thinking about our body. But today, instead of thinking about our body parts, we're going to be thinking about something a little bit different. Okay, we're going to be thinking about our 5 senses. Okay, let's move on then. So before we carry on, I want you to have a little think about what we learned last week and the week before. So on your body picture that you have in your worksheet, can you locate the fingernails, elbow, wrist, and ankle? And then I want you to think about what body parts you would use for running and when you looked out of the window. So pause the video here and have a go at answering those questions for me. Okay, welcome back now. Shall we have a look at the answers and see if you've got them correct? Excellent. So here are let's have a look. So we've got our wrists here, and our wrists are at the end of our arm and the start of our hand. And it helps us to move our hand up and down and around. And our elbow helps us to move our arm out and around as well. It's a joint, our elbow is. Our fingernails are right at the end of our fingertips, and they help to protect the end of our fingertips. And our ankle is where our leg joins our foot. And that's the joint that helps our foot to move around. Did you get all those? Brilliant. Now, when we're running, we're going to be using lots of different body parts. We're going to be using our feet, which go onto the ground. We're going to use our ankles because they need to move our feet. We need to use our knees because that's the joint that moves our legs halfway up to make them move. We've got our legs, our bottom, and our arms because we need to use our arms to pump. And when we're looking out of the window, we need to use our head, our eyes, and our neck. Excellent. Okay, so do you know what the 5 senses are? What are the 5 senses? Pause the video here and have a think about that now. Welcome back. Okay, the 5 senses. Do you know what they are? Let's see if you can remember. Our 5 senses are our taste, sound, touch, sight, and smell. And they're really important to us because they tell you what is going on in the world around us. So each of these senses work together. We use all of the senses to help us process information about what is happening around us by using our eyes to see things, ears to hear things, our nose to smell things, our mouth to taste things, and not just our hand, but our whole bodies to touch things. But today we're going to be focusing on just one of those areas. We're going to be focusing on sight. Now, why do we need to use our eyes and how do they work? What do we do? Can you pause the video here and have a little chat with the person in the room about how we use our sight? Excellent. Okay, welcome back to that. So we use our sight to look for things. Our eyes take in lots and lots of information. They're looking all around our world. We can see colour, we can see shapes, we can see things in the distance, we can see things close. And our eyes help us to be safe because we can see what is around us and see if there's danger or not. We have sight, our eyes, to help us spot our mum or our dad if we're out. Our eyes take in lots of information and they send all that information up to our brain to help us process what we can see, to help us think about what we can see. So, for example, if we were playing a board game, you would need to use your eyes to look for your counter, to spot the number on the dice, and to be able to look for the dice to be able to pick it up. You would need to use your eyes to look at how many places you would need to move along the board. And you would also need to use your eyes to look at the people that you are playing with. When we're crossing the road, you need to use your eyes to check for danger, to look to see if there's any cars coming, and to look and see where the best place is to cross, where there is no danger. For example, on the road, cars or even bicycles. We also use our our eyes to look at people's emotions. We look at people's faces to see how they are feeling. Because when you look at somebody, sometimes you can tell how they're feeling just by looking at their face. So here, all of these people are very smiley and happy. Now, if I pull this face, would I be feeling smiley or happy? Or would I be feeling sad? I would be feeling sad. And you've just used your eyes there to see and look at me and to work out how I'm feeling. What about now? I would be feeling shocked. And again, you've used your eyes, you've looked at my face, and that message has gone to your brain to tell you how I am feeling. Isn't that amazing? And we can also use our eyes when we're outside in the countryside, like I said, to take in all of those wonderful colours outside. And also, you'll be able to see really, really far into the distance. We can also use our eyes at night time. Now, although it's tricky to see at night time, our eyes can adjust to the light to then be able to see things slightly in the dark. The pupils, that means the big black parts of our eyes, they adjust and they either get smaller or bigger depending on how much light is around. When there's hardly any light, our pupils become quite big and we can see more shadows in the dark than if the light was on. Because then when the light is on, our pupils become small and then we can see lots and lots of things. Now, what's your favourite thing to see in the whole wide world and why? I think for me, my favourite thing to see is definitely my little dog. I love to see her and she makes me feel really super happy. And I love going out for walks in the park. What do you like to see? What makes you feel really happy? Your worksheets today, children, are going to be lots of activities that you're going to need to use your eyes for. So we have a spot the difference, we have a notice and answer questions, and we have a table where you'll need to look at different colours and go and find them in your house and make a list of all the things you've found. So have fun today using your eyes to look around your environment, to spot lots of things, and to take all that information in that then goes to your brain. Have fun using your eyes today, year one. Take care now.